How many viewers do you guys usually get?
Anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, we do okay.
I told everybody on my Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I went live on those trying to get people to come over. So
Awesome.
We'll see what happens. I'm not really anybody yet, so we'll probably get about 3 people, but who cares?
Hey, the more the better.
Yeah. So how long does your show go?
It just depends on how we're feeling.
Yeah, usually like an hour to 2 hours. Usually not much more than that.
If you guys get bored with me, you can kick me off and then talk about stuff. But I think we're gonna have some good conversations, especially if you're Groiper people join in. Like, I'm ready for it. I actually love the Groipers, but they hate me, so it's kind of tricky. So we're live. People can see us.
They can't see you just yet. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. I like to wait for everybody to get in, and then I play a little intro, and then.
Okay. I just want to make sure you can see President Trump behind me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Love that man. #1 hero of my lifetime.
He's up there. I've been I listened to his speech the other day. His rally. Not psyched about what he's been doing to Jewel and stuff, but
well, that's the one and only time I legitimately completely disagreed with what they're doing. But you know what? Have you guys been to a Trump rally yet?
Yeah, I went to 6 of them during his campaign.
Isn't it the best experience of your whole life?
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah. For me, it was life-changing. Like, in a sea of people who hate America, being surrounded by patriots waving the flag, put together for something.
What's going on, my dudes? It's your boy, Beardson Beardly, and we are live with the Weekly Sweat. I'm your host, of course, Beardson Beardly, and we're here with my lovely, talented, handsome, charismatic co-host, Prince Hubris, a.k.a. Shawn. How are you doing tonight?
Great. I didn't tell you this, but I threw out my Uber Eats right before this.
Oh, nice. So if you don't know, if you can't, pay attention to the intro here, we do have a very special guest with us tonight.
I'm coming. I'm back.
We have the wonderful Lady MAGA with us here tonight. How are you?
I'm good, and I apologize. I didn't realize we're going to be doing this tonight till about 5 p.m. and it takes about
That's how we feel. every week.
Yeah, it takes about 4 hours to fully get into the Lady MAGA garb. So it's just me tonight, the man behind the makeup. But I also figured, since your audience, you guys have a lot of groypers in your audience, right?
The groypers love us. Yeah, the groypers love us.
I figured some people might be a little more receptive if I just show that I'm a biological man who loves being a biological man. Because so many people conflate transgender and drag queen, nothing to do with each other. So anyway, I'm honored to be here. Hey guys, hello to the viewers. Hello America, and God bless America.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate you coming on and taking the time to speak with us tonight. You I think you were probably one of our most requested guests on the show. Probably because of some of the ideological differences that we have, but I think it's gonna be an interesting show. We'll be taking questions, of course. If you want your question kind of, I guess, prioritized, you know the drill. StreamElements.com/BeardsonBeardly/tip. Hit that up. But yeah, so if people don't know who you are, give us a little introduction about who you are and what you represent.
Okay, well, first of all, before I talk about being gay, before I talk about being a drag queen, I'm an American who loves our country. I'm an American who wants to see our president, Donald Trump, reelected. And my hobby is drag. It's fun. It's dress up. And I am an excommunicated member of the LGBTQIA ABCDEFGHIJK LMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ community cult. I have been completely cut off because I support our president and I don't support their radical agenda, which used to be kind of about being gay, you know, tolerate your gay people, whatever, gay marriage. It was, you know, kind of logical. They have gone berserk. And I just decided to leave that side of the fence and the movement entirely and go out on my own and just be myself and come out as a conservative. And coming out as a conservative Trump supporter was about 6 times more difficult than coming out as a gay Mormon. I'm not even exaggerating in the least. It's been crazy. So yeah, I saw on my Twitter a lot of people kept saying, go on the sweat, go on the sweat. I didn't really know what it was, but I understand a lot of your audience, and maybe Shawn and Beardson disagree with my homosexuality or the fact that I love to do drag. But I think conversation is critical, dialogue is critical, and I respect you, and I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to kind of, you know, have a talk about hopefully what we have in common more than what we don't. Yeah. But if viewers want to come with me with the ultimate questions and just go for it and attack me, bitch, I'm ready to spill the tea.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you on. I don't think either one of us are gonna change each other's minds. Like, I don't have a car battery here to, you know, give you the Mike Pence zap or anything. But no, I'm kidding. But I will say this: I do want to congratulate you. You probably the closest thing to a female we've ever had on the show. So
yeah,
but
a female with a hairy chest.
Yeah. No, we have a pretty strict no women allowed rule on the show. We like to keep it a bro zone, but you know.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I mean, you talked about the groypers and stuff, and there's been a lot of heated debate going on this week, especially with a lot of the TPUSA stuff, and you know, especially, like, I would say kind of the Catholic side of the conservative movement kind of speaking out against, you know, people like Charlie Kirk and Rob Smith, etc. What do you think about that kind of stuff when you see it?
Well, specifically maybe the Culture Wars event, or just TPUSA, or
I mean both. I mean mainly like the Culture War stuff, like with the, you know, the groypers kind of invading and.
Yeah.
Well, you did say one thing before the show, not to cut you off, but you did say something about dancing Israelis.
I did.
Okay.
Yes. There was one young individual who made a comment and talked about dancing Israelis, and I was like, "What the heck? Dancing? Like, Kirk's been to Israel, you know?" And I ended up Googling it, and I'm open-minded. Definitely, I Googled it, and I learned a lot of perspectives that I had never heard before. However, I still see where Charlie Kirk is coming from when it comes to supporting Israel, just because it is the only democracy and place that actually respects women and gays over there. But I'm not an expert.
No. Israel doesn't have gay marriage, actually.
I don't think having gay marriage means you support gay people. I think the government should stay the hell out of marriage. And,
so you're kind of a little bit more libertarian on the marriage thing.
On the marriage thing, yeah.
Gotcha.
I feel like government ruins everything it touches, and I'm not completely libertarian. Some of their views make me crazy, and they're not an effective movement. And it's nice to be right, but it's more important to be effective. So yeah, I think what I loved about the Culture Wars invasion with the Groypers was it opened up more dialogue, and it actually made me step back and say, I want to hear these people. I want to talk to them.
Well, just wait till you Google the USS Liberty.
Oh, yeah. I know. I told you, I was up at 5 a.m. in that black hole. I read it all. USS Liberty, Dancing Israelis. I Googled it.
Would endorse. It's the great trifecta of modern mysteries.
9/11. I mean, I feel like it's important to read all that and then kind of counterbalance it with an opposite opinion. But it definitely shook me. As the children say these days, I was shook. Definitely shook.
So, I don't think it's any secret that you're, homosexual. And how did you feel when you saw people like kind of celebrating, trying to kick like Rob Smith out of when there was he said a line where he was like, "Would you want to kick me out of the conservative movement?" And a lot of people said yes, they would.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel specifically?
Specifically for me, I felt like, bitches, you're really ungrateful. You don't understand the sacrifices and the difficulties that we as gay people have coming out as conservative, because we lose everything. Members of his own family won't even talk to him anymore. All of my liberal friends, except for one, have just cut me off. They think I'm a bigot. They think I'm a racist. And so when you see a gay person sticking up for President Trump, such as Rob Smith, behind the facade of confidence and all of that is a person who has lost more than you know in order to defend President Trump and defend our Constitution and our Second Amendment rights, because we have it kind of difficult, to be honest. The left hates us more than the right-wingers hate us. They attack us. They report me for terrorism constantly. They report me for hate speech. I tried to do some events in Salt Lake City with conservatives. I was just going to MC, host, have a good time as Lady MAGA. And they got our event shut down not once, but twice by threatening the venues to not allow us to have our event. They intimidated the venues so intensely that they actually backed out. And the second venue that we found backed out hours before our event. So when I see Rob Smith, I know the behind the scenes sacrifices that he's made to actually go out and speak out. Because you guys, what you don't realize is there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of gay conservatives. They're just not comfortable speaking out because they know they will be excommunicated, they will be persecuted. And as you guys know, in your workplaces, even straight conservatives get ostracized and get persecuted for supporting our president. So that's how I felt. I definitely felt like I had his back. I felt that some of their questions were just totally inappropriate. Like, really? You guys are going to talk about sexual activities in a forum where we're talking about the Constitution and President Trump? So it was, I definitely felt activated and motivated, and I'm on Rob Smith's side. But what I love about it is it opened up the dialogue, and true colors came out, and real dialogue was happening. So that's kind of how I feel about it.
I think it's interesting that you said that you think it's inappropriate to talk about sexual acts at a Trump event, because, I mean, on the other side of the coin, before anyone even asked a question, they introduced Rob Smith as gay probably about 20 times. So if anyone's really bringing up sexual activity, I think it would probably be Rob Smith. Because if I was just looking at the guy, I wouldn't know he's gay. But the fact that they have to announce it so many times is kind of a red flag to me, that probably the only reason that he was on that stage is because he was gay.
And black.
And black.
And
but,
true.
I mean,
all the boxes.
I guess, yeah.
Well, gay and black. The reason they chose him, the reason they put him in the front of the movement, is to defeat the idea that LGBT people, I hate the term LGBT because nobody is lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender.
I don't know. I've seen some Tumblr profiles that beg the question, but sorry.
Well, they put him to the forefront to activate people like me. You know, Candace Owens is presented as a black conservative, and she defeats the narrative. So by seeing her speak out, other black people who feel powerless feel like, yes, I can speak out, I can do this. And Rob Smith, that's their purpose in saying that he's gay. In my opinion, his sexual preference should not matter. My sexual preference, I don't think should matter in the political public realm, but it does because, frankly, the reason I'm glad they present him as a gay man and the reason I'm open about being gay is because gay people are wealthy. Gay people are motivated. Gay people own businesses. Gay people get what they want. They gentrify neighborhoods. And
you're really not making a good argument of these gay people being oppressed.
No, we're not oppressed. We're not oppressed. I'll never tell you that I'm oppressed. In fact, Beardson and Shawn, I'll tell you this. I have the upper hand on you.
We know.
I hate it, but let's say a murderer comes in and stabs me to death. What is that going to be called?
A hate crime.
Yes. What if a murderer comes in and stabs you to death?
Oh, that's a hate crime, but I'm Jewish, so I've got the upper hand on all of you.
I've gotten... But that's what I'm saying. Gays have gotten everything they need and everything they want, and that is why the LGBTQIA mob has abandoned regular old gay guys like me or Rob, and they have gone for this transgender radicalism because they always need a victim narrative, and they know that gay people are not victims anymore. What can't I do? Come on.
Have kids.
Well, that's a good point.
Go to heaven.
Oh, go to heaven. Yeah, well, I think all the fun people are going to be in hell anyway, you know? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people other than homosexuals who are going to be going to hell. People who lie, steal, cheat, kill.
Yeah, Jews are definitely going to hell.
Wait a minute, Beardson, you're Jewish?
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to read some of these donations. We got a question here from $2 from This Is Gay. That was his name. Who says, "Does Lady MAGA have the gift?"
What's the gift? I
don't know. I honestly have no idea what he's referring to. I guess if you have to ask, you probably don't have it. I don't know, but
well, I'll tell you this. One of my greatest gifts is being a biological man, which comes along with a great gift that I think all men can appreciate. It rhymes with sinus. So I do have that gift. I have that gift. And
Okay.
it is a wonderful gift. If that's what he's talking about.
I guess so. I honestly have no idea what that question's referring to.
By the way, if you hear a noise in the background, I have two doves, white doves, and they're making their little noises. So if you hear my doves going up, I can introduce you if you want.
If you want, you feel free.
Well, we can do that later. But
All right.
I love birds, and I have two doves. They're my little pets. So.
Oh, okay.
Ask
All right.
that person what does he mean by the gift. Or
Nah, we're just gonna ignore it. Our fans.
Or they. I don't want to offend anybody with the wrong pronoun.
Nah, go ahead and offend them. Our fans are dumb. We got $3 from Internet Gaming Hero, who says Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They should surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Blood shall be upon them.
Yeah, so I guess he's quoting.
I think there are similar verses in the Bible that talk about onanism. Are you guys familiar with onanism? It's spilling the seed, and the penalty, I believe, was destruction and death for the man that spilled his seed in the Bible.
Yeah, we talk about that. We talk about that a lot. We actually had a guy named Scoophead Steve on talking about that specifically.
Yeah.
This weirdo was talking about how he jerks off in his backyard.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's a weirdo. I think most people indulge in a little self-abuse every now and then. And I'm pretty sure that's considered a major sin as well. So what I take issue with is people kind of pick and choose the sins that are worse than other sins. And I'm pretty sure Jesus said, he who is without sin should cast the first stone. So that guy who quoted that Bible verse, I would just like to ask, dude, do you touch yourself? Do you look at pornography? Do you have any imperfections? Like, I mean, we're all sinners. You know, nobody's perfect.
It's a bad month to ask that because we're in the middle of No Fap November, so I don't think no one's nutting this month. But
that sounds like torture. Honestly, that sounds like torture.
Oh, it's great. It's healthy.
Yeah,
a full month.
Yeah.
Only chimpanzees masturbate in captivity. Humans do it because they hate their lives.
Well, yeah. I also actually, I don't know how far you are in the religious side of it, but I personally believe that masturbation is safe sex with someone you know, love, and trust.
Yeah, sex before marriage is still bad.
So you guys believe that
God doesn't care. There's no such thing as safe sex. All sex is dangerous.
Even with yourself.
Spiritually, yes.
Okay. All right. I got you.
I
disagree, but I think. Would you say that going out and getting a hooker or being promiscuous is worse than taking care of your business?
It's just as bad.
Just as bad. Well, you guys are hardcore. Okay.
I'm not. I'm again. Jewish and all that. So I don't.
Are you Jewish, but you converted to Christianity?
No, I just converted to Judaism for the money. So.
Are you really Jewish? Like, are you joking?
I mean, look at me.
Well, Jewish people look. I mean,
exactly
they can look
the same.
So, but wait a minute. Are you a practicing Jewish man?
I mean, I practice every week when I don't pay Shawn. Yeah. Real quick, we got $1 from Anonymous who says, the tranny saying it loves America is why the country is truly the great Satan and needs to be completely destroyed. I'm just, yeah, these guys are hardcore tonight. I just want for the record, I disavow this. I have to read it because he gave me $1.
Hey man, one, thank you for your $1 that goes towards supporting conservatism, even if it's not my branch of conservatism. And two, I'm not a tranny. I'm a biological man. I identify with my body. And quite frankly, I don't understand transgender people. I am friends with them. A transgender woman gave me this awesome necklace. It says Trump 2020. I met her at Politicon. Very interesting person. very amazing patriot.
His name was Michael Knowles, everyone.
What's that, Michael Knowles?
Yeah, was it Michael Knowles?
The funny thing is about those pictures with Michael Knowles and Charlie Kirk is they took pictures with hundreds and hundreds of people. What are they supposed to do? Say, I'm not going to take a photo with you? A fan photo is not an endorsement of the person you're taking a photo with.
They thought that with other people, I guess.
Oh, Nick Fuentes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I read about that.
Yeah.
And I heard Charlie's answer at the Culture Wars. He said he wasn't aware of it. And I feel like there's no proof either way, but I don't know what that deal is, but I know that I would totally talk to Nick Fuentes. I would debate him. And to tell you the truth, he's a very compelling, articulate spokesman. And I'd say aside from the gay issue, I agree with him on a heck of a lot of stuff. I don't think he's an evil person. I don't think he's terrible. I don't know if you'd feel, but see, the thing is, because I disagree with him on certain things, that for me, that doesn't invalidate everything else that he says. Where I feel like with me, because I'm gay and a drag queen, that negates any truth or any good that I could possibly do as an American.
I agree. The fact that you're a drag queen does negate any good you could do.
Okay, elaborate on that. Elaborate on that, Shawn.
Well, are you for a drag queen story hour? I'm sure you're going to say you're not.
I'm not just going to say I'm not. I am.
Okay, you're not. All right, so what's the difference of you being like that in public? Do you not see any difference? Like the fact that it's allowed in public at all.
You understood that, right? That I am against it?
But like you'll still go out to events and stuff in your garb, your costume.
Absolutely.
And it's ridiculous that people should have to see that.
Well, that's debatable. You've been to the Trump rallies where people are wearing outlandish costumes of all kinds.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. The fact that you're doing it, though, at the same time we have children viewing it in school, that's obviously degenerate and gross, and it's just accepted in the streets is a joke. Like 30 years ago, we'd put fire hoses on you.
I'm not sure if you'd put fire hoses on me. Explain exactly. No, I want to have this conversation. Explain exactly what is degenerate and horrible about a man wearing a costume at a Trump rally versus a man wearing a costume on Halloween? Would you be against a man dressing up as a woman for Halloween?
I mean, they've both become hilarious spectacle of holidays, yeah. But you know the complete difference of a holiday and a Trump rally.
Not really. It's a wig. It's a costume. It's fun. It starts conversations. I'm not wearing a thong, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I
mean, what's the difference, really?
Between a thong and a cheerleader costume?
The fact that people think you're a conservative when 10 years ago this would be gross and not allowed anywhere near the conservative. Yeah, it's just conservatives now, like you, are just literally liberals 5 years ago.
Socially, maybe.
Yeah, and that's the problem. All of our problems are social. No one cares about the economics. Social degeneracy. Normal people, I guess, not gay people because we don't have money, but like we don't care. We don't want to see you in the conservative movement. People like you, people like Rob Smith. Rob Smith was a liberal 2 years ago. How long have you been a conservative?
Thank God Rob Smith is no longer a liberal. He's fighting to get President Trump reelected.
Great, so we can get what?
I mean, I'm just saying it's awfully convenient that a lot of these people that are against, the groypers or against the dissonant right and the people that are against like a more traditional conservative movement 2 years ago were fighting tooth and nail to try to get Trump to lose the election. Charlie Kirk, Rob Smith, all of these people were fighting tooth and nail to make sure that Trump didn't get the nomination. And now that it's the winning team and it's cool, a lot of these people are coming around and they've somehow become the spokesleader of the Trump movement.
The Trump movement, yeah. Well, I'll say that I voted for Donald Trump in 2016, but I voted like this. I voted with my eyes closed, hesitantly, and it was just a vote against Hillary Clinton. And I took a chance. But since he's been president, the incredible things that he's done, the incredible things that he has said, the movement that he has started has activated many people to join the Trump train who were hesitant at first. I don't know if Charlie voted for him. I don't know if Rob Smith voted for him.
He didn't.
They didn't?
No. Charlie Kirk was a never Trumper, and the gay black dude said he was a liberal.
Rob Smith went on CNN and called Trump racist.
Well, can't people change their minds?
I mean, don't I mean, don't you kind of see that it's awfully convenient that these people are now coming around on the Trump bandwagon, so to speak, because it's more popular and socially acceptable for them to? I mean, do you not see the fact that TPUSA is being funneled tons of money by lobbyists and other private donors to do what exactly? I mean, just to argue that we need more immigration and that we need to have more homosexuals in the conservative movement, even though, you know, they only make up 2% of the population and not a big voting bloc by any means if you're talking strategically. I mean, it doesn't that seem
I've never researched the actual percentage of the population that is gay, but pretty much everybody I know has a gay cousin, gay brother, lesbian aunt. I mean, it is everywhere. So there are estimates that say it's about 10%, but I don't know. But when it comes back to jumping on the Trump train, I can't speak for TPUSA. I am not affiliated with TPUSA in any way, shape, or form.
Right. I mean, I'm not expecting you to answer for them. I'm just asking.
But what I'm saying is, from my perspective, conversion to Donald Trump's presidency and jumping on the Trump train for me was because I watched what he was doing. I watched him fulfill his promises. I watched him stick up for everyday Americans. And when I jumped onto the Trump train, it was actually when he said something to the effect of, "I'm not elected as president of the world. I'm elected to defend the American people." So,
and Israel.
Well,
mostly Israel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm an expert on Israel. Like I said, I Googled dancing Israelis, and I am aware of perspectives that I was not aware of before. Definitely not an expert there. The bottom line, what I would like to see us do is try to minimally interfere with any foreign country. And I don't understand why my tax dollars should ever go to support another country. Really, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah. Well, if you do want to learn more about Israel, I do have there actually is a really good book. It's called Culture of Critique by Kevin McDonald. It actually goes into a lot of kind of the history and the origins of the country and a lot of it's more of like an academic type book. Really goes into the I would say the origins of why we should not necessarily support them. I would definitely recommend it. But
I'm open to investigating all sides. I'm not a pro-Trump person, all or nothing. I tell people that I am a Trump supporter, but I am critical and I am skeptical at the same time, because I believe that that's our duty as American citizens to not blindly follow any politician, because Trump isn't going to be here forever. And my mom and dad always taught me the day I love my country is a wonderful day. The day I love my government is a dangerous day. So that's kind of how I view it. We're supposed to critically and very skeptically watch our leaders and critique everything they do. But back to gays joining the movement, a drag queen such as myself joining the movement. What would you have me do? Should gay people not speak out? Should they not vote for Trump? Should they not campaign for Trump? Should they not participate? Should we just hide until You know, what should we do?
Rapture.
I actually have an answer to this. I've proposed this a few weeks on the show. What I'd personally like to do is, you know, I don't hate gay people. You know, I want them to live nice, happy lives. So what I suggest we do is we move all of them to San Francisco and put a big dome around it, kind of like Escape from New York, and just let them have it, and just let them have San Francisco. You know, you guys can have that. You know, great agriculture, great city. You can just, I mean, there's already a lot of you guys there, anyways. Just feel free.
You don't want homosexuals to interact at all with straight people.
No,
with me specifically.
No. Have you ever been on Twitter? Twitter has been the worst thing for gay people. It's been Gay Pride Month for 5 years now.
Yeah, it has. I don't like Pride Month. I don't even like gay pride parades. I think they're horrendous. I think they're offensive. I think they're inappropriate.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, with our society, you get one or the other. So if it has to be you being quiet versus no more gay pride parades, I'm sorry.
That's not true.
Shut the fuck up. It is true. It is true.
There are varying degrees of gay people. And the millions of gay people who are dignified, who pay their taxes.
Well, stop yourself there. You said millions of gays that are dignified. There's like a dozen. There are a dozen gay dignified people.
A dozen?
Maybe.
You don't see those gay people.
Really highballing it there, Shawn.
They're not outspoken. They don't go out in public. They don't have an agenda.
You're right. They don't go in public. We're back at the solution. The one, if you just don't go in public, we don't have any issues. Yeah, it's very simple. Well, no one wants to see drag queens. No one.
Gay people and good drag queens like me should go out in public and speak out against the LGBTQIA mob.
We got this, bro.
What you guys hate about gay people and what you hate about drag queens is because of the LGBTQIA mob.
Well, that and Grizz.
They are doing inappropriate things. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not.
I do want to point this out. We would not have AIDS if it wasn't for gay people. And AIDS has been a pretty negative effect on humanity. I mean, you can Google it, AIDS patient zero.
AIDS is horrendous. So is AIDS in Africa a gay disease?
Yes.
It is. Interesting.
Yeah.
So all of those heterosexual men and women and children dying of AIDS in Africa are homosexual?
Probably. I mean, the black rate of homosexuals is skyrocketed. Actually, if you Google AIDS patient zero, there's a really good account of how AIDS essentially started. It was because a homosexual flight attendant, was basically just flying across the world and just butt fucking men.
Gaten Dugas, AIDS patient zero, Gaten Dugas.
That's a very interesting theory.
I mean,
I will say this. Any population of human beings who wantonly have sex and go to bathhouses or have sex right and left without any controls, like in Africa, that's where AIDS spreads. Monogamous, sexually reserved gay people don't have AIDS. I don't have AIDS.
They don't exist.
And I never will.
I mean, they honestly don't exist. If you look at the marriage rates or divorce rates, it's not the rate of AIDS among gay people is higher than the average population. There's a reason when you read magazines such as Out Magazine or The Advocate that there are a lot of advertisements for anti-HIV viral things. But the men who end up with AIDS get that because they were promiscuous. If gay people hadn't been in the shadows, hadn't been in the bathhouses in the 80s, if they weren't on Grindr constantly, hooking up with other people, they wouldn't get AIDS. It's very simple of how you get AIDS. And that is by being
hold on. Grindr came out like after you guys could get married.
Yeah, and I hate Grindr. I think it's terrible. I grew up Mormon, and to be honest with you, I've kept the foundational principles about sexuality that I learned from Mormonism, which is it's a serious thing. It's not a game. It's not something that you go out and play with. It's not just a leisure activity. It's a very serious thing, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual. the idea that sexuality is just a fun game is dangerous. And people who treat it that way, who party, who use drugs, who sleep around, pay the consequences. Not just gay people with AIDS, but herpes is now mainstream. People think having herpes is not a big deal. No, it's a sexually transmitted disease. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, all of it. There's one way to avoid it, and that is to take sexuality seriously, no matter who you are. And I just feel like gay people did get AIDS in the 80s, and they still get AIDS a lot because, unfortunately, a lot of gay people are extremely promiscuous. And again, I don't condone that. I speak out against that. I think that it's harmful. I think that it's wrong. And I think that the only way to express sexuality should be in long-term relationships, monogamous relationships, or quite frankly, by yourself. Even though you guys think that's a big sin, I think it's a lot less of a sin than going out and involving your body with somebody else randomly or in promiscuity. Like, there are degrees of sin, you guys, like really. And masturbating or taking care of your own business on your own is not the same as involving another human being and their life and their risk of disease with you. I don't understand how you don't think that that's not as severe.
Because they're both mortal. They're both mortal sins. You're just involving someone else's soul. So yeah, it is worse in that aspect, but it's still like you're still going to hell if you're not in a state of grace.
So Shawn, you don't masturbate?
No.
You never do?
Mm-mm.
Never have?
No.
Never will?
Definitely not, no.
Well, that's your answer. Okay.
Got him.
Never have.
Real
Good for you. I mean, that takes more self-discipline than I personally believe is humanly possible. But if that's your stance and you say you never have, then power to you. That's awesome self-discipline. Never have, never will.
That's right.
That's impressive, Shawn. That's very impressive.
Personally, I've never even seen my own penis. I've never even looked at it. Real quick, I want to read some of these donations here. We got $1 from Anonymous who says, or not Anonymous, from Groiper Wave who donated $6.90 base number, who says, well, this isn't really much of a question. It just says, we don't want sodomites in the America First movement. So he says that. Anal Beast tipped $3.80 and says, this guy probably shoving them doves up his ass.
Oh, well, what a lovely, classy Christian person that troll is on there.
Yeah, we get a lot of trolls in here.
But I have a question, isn't part of being a Christian and a dignified human being not saying things like that?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's obviously, there's something wrong with him. We disavow.
Well, I'd also like to point out another fact about sodomy. You guys think you know everything about gay people. You think you know everything we love to do. Anal sex is not the chosen activity of all homosexuals.
Oh, please don't tell me. I don't want to know.
No, there's
I just ate.
Listen, there's many ways of expressing intimacy, and here's what I have to say: your people.
When you say your people, you mean the heteros, right?
So the groipers can talk about the most disgusting things, such as shoving a dove up your butt, but I can't respond to that with some rational commentary. He's gonna take off his headphones and leave.
No, I'm sorry. I had someone was knocking on my door.
Oh, you're cool. I'm not going to go into details. I'm really not interested in talking too much about sexuality, but I will say this. The gentleman or woman who commented about sodomy and sodomites has only to go on Google and enter the word porn. And within 2 or 3 images, they are going to see heterosexual people engaging in anal sex. So if they want to talk about it, they need to be honest about what them and their friends are looking at online. And that's all I really want to say about that. I'm not interested in talking about sexual practices. I want to talk about making America great and getting Donald Trump reelected.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Anal sex is bad, and porn is bad stuff. We're not avowing that, and I disavow Anal Beast, whoever you are, for that horrendous comment. We got one.
Well, good luck to you. I don't like what he said, but I will defend his right to say it, because censorship of any ideas, however offensive, is dangerous. That's my take.
I agree, and that's why I have to read every horrible comment here. I'm definitely a First Amendment absolutist. So definitely, let's see. Here's another one. $1 from Donation Dan, who says, despite making up just 2% of the population, homosexuals are responsible for over 45% of sexual assaults against children.
That's just categorically false. Completely false. Completely false. What's that?
I don't think it is.
What? So every girl, which is I don't know the statistics, I don't have it in front of me, but every girl who's been sexually abused was abused by a homosexual. Is that what you're saying?
No, they were probably making it up. Regretted it later. But little boys, that's your cup of tea.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
You're being serious right now. So people like Jeffrey Epstein and all of them, they're homosexuals?
No, he's Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah. But that's another conversation for another time.
Well,
that's
like Kevin Spacey,
just so you know,
Roman Polanski.
That is a gross overgeneralization of gay people. And if you want to know what you guys don't, I happen to be attracted to men with brown eyes, beards, and hairy chests.
Oh, God.
I don't know, but I'm just being honest. I don't understand people who are into all of that stuff. I don't relate. So the only person I can speak for is myself and all of the other gay people I know who enjoy adult, masculine homosexuals, not kids. I think it's ridiculous that you even throw that out there. So if you want to talk about that issue, you should probably go ask a predator and not me, because I'm not your man. That's not, you just said that's my cup of tea. That's just as offensive for you to say that to me, and makes my blood curdle just as much as it would to you if I said that to you. That's a horrible thing to say.
Absolutely horrible. I disavow. We got $1 from Anonymous, who says, why would you bother supporting Trump if you were not a racist who wants to kick out all of Mexicans? Also, would the tranny support the First Amendment movement if it meant it has to go back to the closet or undergo chemical castration?
That was a very complicated comment.
Yeah.
Read it one more time.
I'll just read the last part. Would you support the America First movement if it meant you had to go back into the closet?
If I had to go back into the closet.
Yeah, if you had to pick one or the other one.
Because that would eliminate my freedom of speech. And no American who believes in freedom for all and separation of church and state would ever ask a gay person to never say that I'm gay. And would you guys really want that? Don't you want to know who the homosexuals are?
Oh, we can tell.
I have
a fun trick. Yeah. So hold up your left or right-handed? I'm guessing right-handed. Yeah. So there it is, folks.
Are you sure it's not the sparkly bracelets?
No, there's something called the digit ratio.
Okay. Well, no, I would not go back into the closet. I think that is a ridiculous ultimatum. That's never going to happen, and you guys know it. So why ask that question? That's stupid.
I don't know. If we have my President Beardson, we'll see. We got $3.33 from Loaf Republican, who asks,
"Hey, 33 is my lucky number, so 33, that's good."
Please ask this dude to name the man who molested him as a child.
Oh my gosh! Wow, these guys are not holding back. Again, I support your free speech. I support your right to say those horrible things. I was never molested, and that has nothing to do with homosexuality. It honestly doesn't. We could debate the origins of homosexuality, but again, I don't speak for all gay people. I speak for myself, and I was never molested. So...
Yeah, unbelievable. There's a lot of just real trolls in the chat tonight, I guess. I don't know. Let's clean up our act here, guys. We got a guest.
No, in all honesty, I'm glad that they're able to say what they're saying, because free speech matters. And I don't like what they're saying, but I'm glad that we actually have this platform to have a conversation where people can say whatever the hell they want, no matter how offensive it is. That's critical for free speech. And I feel like you guys asking me if I should not tell people that I'm gay is the same as asking these people not to express their views openly. I'm saying you guys say it. You guys go for it. Why shouldn't I be able to say I'm gay?
All right. We got $2 from Internet Gaming Hero, who says, all fags are pedophiles. You should kill yourself. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it really is.
I can't believe you guys would do this.
How am I even going to respond to that? I'm just going to laugh and say, you're a sad, sick person. And to tell you guys the truth, there are very few people in America today who have not personally known a family member or a friend or someone who is gay. And if you're part of the severe minority who has never had a gay family member, I can't blame you for not understanding it. When people change is when their brother or their sister or their cousin comes out of the closet and they.
Why would my brother and sister be gay? Why would my brother and sister be gay? My dad's not going to molest them.
Yeah, you guys are kind of assholes, but you know what? We'll continue this conversation, and I'll believe your lies about all gay men being molested, as I believe your lie about never masturbating ever, Shawn. That's amazing. You're superhuman. You're superhuman.
He can love it. He can.
If you're Christian, self-discipline to never ever touch your wee-wee. I'm so proud of you, and I believe you.
He can actually levitate because he hasn't masturbated. If you hit 30 and you've never touched your wiener, you can levitate. That's a known fact.
How old are you, Shawn?
How old am I? I'm 24.
Okay, so you got 6 years, and then you're gonna levitate and go right up to Jesus in heaven because you're so pure and perfect.
No. Yeah.
Congratulations.
30 is also a good year for trannies, I hear.
Trannies? I'll tell you this. If somebody who's 30 years old wants to become transgender, that's where I don't have an issue. You're an adult. Go for it. It's just when the LGBT predatorial crowd goes after children and tells them that they should become transgender that I take an issue with it. If you're a 30-year-old and you want to become a woman, I don't care. It's America. Do your thing.
Just buy a gun at that point. Real quick.
Buy a gun, yes. Transgender people should buy guns. Black
absolutely.
People should buy guns. Mexicans should buy guns.
I don't know about that part, but
yeah, that sounds a little much.
Everybody should have a gun.
I mean, did you see what happened in Mexico like a month ago? That was. I'm not sure I want to hand over firearms to the Mexican people. Hey, you might like this one. This one's, I guess, a little bit more flattering. We got $5 from Mr. MAGA. And he says, I want to eat out the guest's shit pipe.
You guys, honestly, like...
Oh, man, never mind.
The only reason I'm still here right now is because I believe in free speech, and I believe in allowing speech that I find horrifically offensive. And just so you know, that comment and the previous comments are offensive to me beyond description. But I'm staying here to say that I support their right to say that, so that I have the right to combat it. Well, and to any of my fans or any of my friends or family who watch this, I want you to realize that it's not the homosexual who is invading your mind with perverted, dirty, and disgusting comments. It's the people watching this show, the so-called conservatives, who are infiltrating this program with filthy language. It's not me. I have no agenda to do that. It seems like they wish to expose you to completely inappropriate and dirty comments.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Usually our comments aren't that bad.
Are you sure you have to read them out loud?
Well, I do believe in the First Amendment, and I don't want to censor their right to say this. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. We got Jake's $4.20, who says, hang on,
Shawn, what are you doing to that dog?
I don't know.
I think somebody's at the door. Hold on.
Oh. Jinx says, I disagree with Lady MAGA on a number of points, but I think he's a cool guy. Also, we have the same taste in men. Sorry people were being rude to you on here tonight. Not too bad.
Man, I appreciate that. Because here's the thing, you guys. Here's one thing I really want to express. I don't have a problem. The dog thing is out of control. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't have a problem if you religiously and spiritually disagree with homosexuality. I really don't. And I don't even have a problem if you disagree with the art of drag and dressing up and having a good time in a costume. I support your right to disagree, and I respect you. And what I try to do with people who fully oppose those two aspects of my life, I try to find the common ground. I try to focus on what we have in common. Like I said, I grew up Mormon. I'm the youngest of 8 children in a very devout Mormon family. I have Mormon siblings who hate the fact that I'm a drag queen. They don't agree with homosexuality, but I'll tell you what, we're very close because we have more in common than we don't. And I respect their beliefs. I respect their religion. And I respect people's religious freedom to disagree with things. I feel like you guys feel like I'm out to change your mind and attack you and say there's no room for your views. I believe America's big enough and amazing enough to have room for everybody. And it's just about finding those boundaries of respect where we can try to get along. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but I don't think you're the enemy. I thank you for speaking out as conservatives. I thank you for promoting Donald Trump because you're protecting me as an American by doing that. You're for a strong border. You don't want out of control immigration. Those are all good things. So even though you guys have said things to me tonight that have been pretty horrific, I don't view you as the enemy. And I ask that you kind of just step out for a minute and look at me as someone who has a hell of a lot more in common with you than I don't. Erase the drag, erase the homosexuality. Are we not Americans together? Do we not want safe neighborhoods? Do we not want to protect the Second Amendment? Do we not want to defend our Constitution? Do we not believe in free speech? I'm not going to say that your channel should be shut down. Those commenters are horrible. I'm not going to say that they don't have the right to say that. That's the difference between me and the LGBTQIA mob. They don't believe in your right to express yourselves, and I do. I'm here on your show. Yeah. I didn't realize I'd be coming into a den of resistance quite as extreme as Shawn. But Shawn, I think we have so much more in common than we don't. And I wish we could just unite and say, let's talk about drag queens later. Let's talk about homosexuality later. Let's talk about our Constitution. Let's talk about the Electoral College. Let's talk about taxes. Let's talk about free speech. Let's talk about the Second Amendment. Let's talk about radical Islam. Let's take care of the fundamental issues that we face, and then we can talk about homosexuality. Do you guys consider homosexuality to be a top issue?
Yes.
Right now?
Absolutely. Yeah. So here's, I guess here's my issue with what you're saying is like, yeah, I mean, I'm for strong immigration. I want immigration shut down. Absolutely. Yeah. But I also, I want to be able to raise my son or my daughter in a society that I'm proud of. And I don't want them to have to turn on the TV or watch a movie, play a video game, listen to a rap artist, and having to listen to what's obviously an agenda to promote homosexuality. And I definitely don't want that in the conservative movement. I don't want that. Do you guys also go after shows like Game of Thrones? Yeah.
And you do other pop culture that promotes violence and sexuality and exploitation of women. I just want to make sure you're equally going against everything.
Well, I don't care if my son or daughter wants to shoot guns or whatever. I mean, I think that's...
Well, no, there's a big difference between that and sexual violence on a program like Game of Thrones.
I'm not gonna let my
Game of Thrones is like not a kid's show.
Yeah, it's not really a kid's show, but
Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, mainstream hip hop. They're not kid shows. What I'm saying is pop culture has gone in a negative direction overall. So I would agree with you that we should protect kids from things that are only for adults. And what I don't understand is how having gay neighbors or having a gay man like Rob Smith somehow harms your societal stability.
Because I don't want my children to be gay, and I don't want them to have a gay neighbor and look at them as like a person that has like virtue or value, and that being gay is something to aspire to be. I don't
agree.
think that that's a good lifestyle to live.
You don't have to believe that being gay is something to aspire to be, but just to clarify, I really want to know where you guys are coming from. A gay person has no societal value whatsoever?
No, you're literally just a consumer.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't.
You have no benefit. Like, you have no stake in the future, because when you die, that's it.
Yeah, you have no way to
lineage.
To
how can
reproduce.
you possibly?
So, let's say a gay person spends their life volunteering for the elderly or in a cancer ward. Their life has no value because they are homosexual?
No.
I mean, in the long term, no, because they can't pass on any genetic code. They can't.
What about infertile women? What about women who can't have kids? Are they?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're already almost useless.
I mean, but even then, that's not like a choice that they made. You know what I mean? That's something that's like biological with them. So you know, they didn't choose. They didn't choose to be like, I'm just. I mean, I feel the same way about like wine mom. You know, like these 25-year-old roasties that, you know, are saying, I'm not going to have kids. I'm just going to abort anything that gets knocked up inside of me. It's the same thing. They're choosing not to have kids.
So to clarify, a homosexual person can contribute no good in this world.
That's right.
Whatsoever.
That's correct.
Not in the long term. I mean, because I mean, say you've volunteered at a soup kitchen for 20 years. After 21, that's it. You've left no.
So during those 20 years, the good that person does not matter. It doesn't matter to the hungry person or the cancer patient who they brought lunch to while they were suffering.
I don't see all these. Where are these magical gay soup kitchens? All that I see is Frank Ocean opening a club called Perp.
Gay people. I have volunteered in many capacities. I have helped a lot of people. I've been around the world and I've contributed to good causes. You know, you're saying that my life has no value because I can't reproduce, and you're saying that I can do no good. You know what? I like to go visit elderly homes, and I do the old lady's nails, and I talk to them, and I give them a hug, and I give them a conversation, and I say, you know what? Today's a good day. It's nice to be here. I don't tell them that I'm a homosexual. I don't have any agenda other than to make myself feel good that I'm contributing to this world. And when I visit an elderly place, I'll tell you this. I have a very dear friend named Grace. She has severe cerebral palsy. She's dying. She's suffering. She lives in my hometown. And I go visit her. I mailed her a package today. I love Grace. Nobody visits Grace. Nobody cares about Grace. But when I go in there and I bring her some flowers and I tell her she looks beautiful and we shoot the breeze and have a nice time, I refuse for you guys to tell me that I'm not making the world a better place for Grace. What does my sexuality have to do with my ability to make the world a better place, to share kindness, to share a smile, to volunteer, to uplift people?
Right, but at the end of the day, what impact does it have on society and the direction that we're going to take? It's not just about this, immediate dopamine rush of, oh, I helped someone today, that made them feel good, that makes me feel good. I'm talking about as a society, as a whole, you've left nothing behind. Because
I
would say that I left joy and love in the heart of Grace. And
Grace is gone.
I brought my family members to go and meet Grace. So I inspired kindness and compassion in the people who went to meet Grace, and they will pass that on to their children.
Their children, but not yours. And that's
So
what I'm saying.
The only way for me to have a positive impact in this world is by having a child of my own.
Yes, that's how we continue on as a species. That's how we continue to thrive as a species, is by reproducing. If everyone was gay, we would die out as a species and none of this would matter.
I'm not sure if I ever said that everyone should be gay.
No. But what I'm saying is, that is how we contribute to the world, is by reproducing. That is the ultimate goal.
That's the only thing. So teaching, lecturing, nursing teachers, volunteers, people at the Red Cross, people doing compassionate things to make our world a better place, promote the Constitution, promote America.
Who's going to be left to hold up the Constitution if there's no one left to reproduce to do it?
Fuck the Red Cross. Why are we helping Africa? You just said you are not for spending, and we give this aid.
What I'm saying is, so for you guys, the one and only contribution that both of you will make to this world is to impregnate a woman and create a child. Nothing else you did will have an influence on the future. Nothing.
No, that's the ultimate achievement.
Not your YouTube channel. Don't you realize that a lot more carries on to other generations than just a reproductive aspect? Ideas carry on. Kindness carries on. Charity carries on.
Kindness is not genetic.
No, but kindness can have an impact on someone's life that makes them impact their children, and that impacts their children. Anyone can have a generational impact in the future, even if they don't reproduce. So authors and musicians and composers who created things that inspire us and make us better people, they don't impact the future at all because the only thing they did was have a child. What about great, wonderful people who produce a child and that child becomes a drug addict loser who does nothing with their life?
So they become gay.
It's not the only way to impact our future. It's not the only way. It is an amazing way. And I encourage you to have lots of kids. I think it's amazing. I support the traditional family. I have nothing against it. I want people to have big families and raise good, strong children who go forth and do wonderful things. But as a gay person, I'll tell you my story. I've had gay feelings ever since I was a kid. And I grew up Mormon.
Right after your uncle touched you.
You know what? That's so offensive. I should really turn off this video, but I'm not going to because dialogue is important. And anybody who views this will see that you guys are making comments like that. And I'm not. I'm not insulting you.
Oh, no.
And I'm not assuming that something happened in your childhood that made you the way you are, because I don't know your childhood.
Yeah, a gay person tried to molest me, and I've hated him ever since.
What's that?
I said a gay person tried to molest me, and I've hated him ever since.
Well, that's unfortunate, and that person did wrong. But anyway, I just am saying that I do support the traditional family. I have nothing against it. And I grew up Mormon, and I went on a Mormon mission for 2 years. And I thought that would make me straight. Then I went to conversion therapy to try and become straight. Then I dated women to try and become straight. So it didn't work. And I'm not willing to ruin a woman's life by marrying her and playing a role when she deserves a heterosexual man who can give her the children and the love and the intimacy that she wants. So that's my question. You guys are saying there's no place for me in this world. Absolutely no good.
I didn't say there's no place for you in the world. I said San Francisco, Escape from New York style dome, right over there. We don't have to, we could abolish AIDS. I'm just saying. That would be a great contribution that you would make. Just volunteer. Just go to San Francisco. We'll pitch you out your pasture, just a little dome.
Disagree. Hey, so basically what I have to say to you guys is you don't even know the positive impact that many gay people have had on your life.
Oh, we know how paused things can get.
Do you guys like the movie The Little Mermaid?
No.
You don't?
If we didn't have the...
I haven't, I just don't like it. I mean, you know, Disney was an anti-Semite.
Well, you guys, I gotta conclude with two things. One, I support your free speech. Two, I abhor your rhetoric and your comments and your complete lack of respect for a person who's willing to try and do good in this world. And I would just like to say that I have family members who are total homophobes who hated gay people, and they have gay children. So I think the ultimate
that sounds like hell.
Is to end up with
sucks. Oh,
your life
probably cursed because they were
Your
Mormon.
life is going to be impacted by someone who is gay, who you know and love, and you're gonna eat your words.
No, I'm not.
I'm
gonna eat a bullet.
I wish you peace. I wish you happiness. I wish you safety. God bless America. I would like to say that you guys should be thanking me for supporting President Trump, for supporting your constitutional free speech, for supporting the Second Amendment, for being anti-mass immigration, all of that. I'm out there fighting for it. So you guys should be saying thank you instead of insulting me with your filthy comments.
Just go away.
And your insults. Last but not least, infidel. Anybody who watches this, please buy a copy of this book and read it. Ayan Hirsi Ali is a hero. And anybody with a glimmer of compassion or rationale who watches this,
you're on the wrong show for that one.
Guys. They're going to take my side. Rob Smith is a hero.
No, he's not.
And the hero.
Fuck the troops.
Fuck the troops. Fuck the troops.
I thank you for having me on. I'm going to check out. God bless you. I hope that
he will. He's not going to bless you, but
your minds change. And I hope that your viewers have considered that by invalidating me.
You're not turning any of my viewers gay. It's not going to happen, okay?
No.
It's turning the gripers gay.
No, you're completely disrespectful. I support your right to say what you want to say, but you're disgusting. You're offensive. And I wish you the best.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Thanks for being a good
care.
sport. Have a good one.
All right, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Fuck that fag, dude.
That was annoying.
Yeah. It was fun for a while, and then I was like, oh my god, just shut up.
Like, oh, how do I have something to prove? Well, you can't.
Oh, what a like, oh man, it was so funny because I was just like, I'm dreading this so bad, Shawn. I don't want to do this. This is, I mean, we were gonna have him on like a few weeks ago or like a month ago, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to
even get enough money to do that.
Yeah, well, no, we got a lot of donations. I didn't get to read them all off because that dude just kept fucking talking. So I'm gonna read them all right now. I'm rapid fire. Here we go. Dude, by the way, some of those donations tonight, I was legitimately in fucking tears. Like, holy shit. Like, whenever it's like 333 is my lucky number. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited for this donation. And then it was like, please ask this dude who molested him. All right, so here we go. We got $3.33 from Motherfuck, who says, when Christ saw N-words making a market out of his father's house, he fashioned a whip and beat them N-words. Ask the homo N-word why we shouldn't do the same to him. We got $3 from Yeet Daddy 88, who says, Lady MAGA is a coomer. Gay ass N-word, hold this L. We got $3.33 from Groiperwave, who says, if I was gay, I'd throw myself off a roof. We got $1 from Shub, who just says faggot. We got $1 from Mario Presents, who says, Mario Presents is a Latino homosexual who is loved by his very conservative community and supports President Trump like Lady MAGA. He's been championing a heteronormal lifestyle longer than you boys have been growing chest hair. Doubt it. I don't even know what that is. Whatever. $1.14 from Cumlord, who says, have you ever been pink socked? What's his name? We got $15 from just the guy who says, get Nick on the show. No message. $10 from Brap, who says, good episodes. $20 from Gay Conservative, who says, get Nick on the show. $1 from this Mario Presents guy again, who says, "Why are the hosts afraid of a gay man? Are they afraid of being raped themselves?" Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it.
That's the phobia and homo.
Yeah. Well, that, and like, I'm afraid he might like get an open cut around me or something. Contaminate the swimming pool. Yeah. $2 from Jewel2, who says, "It's called Shomer Tech Ventilator, folks. Only $16.18 on Amazon." We got $3.33 from who says, "This faggot crossdresser unironically has more balls than the entirety of TPUSA Shapiro." I mean, I will say,
yeah,
he was starting to get a little red-pilled there. I hope he continues his research. Hope he buys Culture of Critique and reads up on that. We need to get Lady MAGA in a skull mask. That's the arc I'm here for. Let's turn the alt-right gay again. You know, it's been a while since TRS has had a tranny homo arc. I mean, it's 3 months or so, right? They're long due for one. $6.90 from Civ5 player says, "The only thing I gotta say is it's really sad that Lady MAGA has bigger balls than all the leader." Dude, was Lady MAGA just donating to the show?
Thanks, Lady MAGA.
Thanks, Lady MAGA. Bigger balls than all the leaders of Conservative Inc. and will actually engage with people who they disagree with. I mean, I will say this. He stuck around longer than Cantwell. And maybe Pat Little. Where are we at?
True.
Yeah, hour 16 minutes. Yeah, he stuck around. He stuck around for about the same time as Pat Little, so, you know. I'll give him props there. $3.33 from Retardo Supremo. Says, "This guy be working at the fucking suck. Drives his Beetle to work every damn day. Driving the stick with his ass, bro. Why the fuck does he do that?" $1 from Anonymous, who just says, "Repent." $3.33 from M.E. Keystone. He says, "Lady MAGA, I have a gay sister and I don't support gay marriage. I support Nick and I think you are a legitimate, sincere guy. Please don't fall for Rob and Charlie, TPUSA or grifters. Also, thoughts on the immigration moratorium." I mean, I think he was pretty open about that. $5 from Anonymous says, Lady MAGA had no idea he was walking into a gangbang. $1 from Anonymous says, "Okay, after listening to Lady MAGA tonight, I really only have one thought. Just open the fucking border, bro. Just let the cartel in and kill us all."
Yeah. Seems preferable, huh? Cartel star power.
They behead one of us.
Yeah.
$3.33 from Groiper Mode. He says, "Big fan of Lady MAGA here. You're like Superman to me. I want you to jump off a building and try to fly. It would make me so proud."
It's good.
$1.69 from Gaze Killer. He says, "Gays should be taxed until they have no money." Yeah, okay. $3 from a Midwest electrician who says, "Ask this fruit if he's concerned that it might be confusing, disorienting for children that Trump rallies to be exposed to a man dressed as a profoundly gross and crude caricature of a female." That was like so annoying that he was like, "It's the same as Halloween. What's the difference?" It's like, bro, you know the fucking difference. Like, shut up. $6.90 from Charlie Kirk's Teeth. He says, "Given marriage is a holy sacrament, if you respect religion, would you support repealing gay marriage?" He had some gay, stupid libertarian take on marriage. He was like, "I don't think the government should be involved at all, blah, blah, blah." Whatever. $2 from MAGA Conservative. He says, "Lady MAGA, be real with us. Do you poo on people?" That's fucked. $1 from Retardo Sex Creepo. He says, "Yo, I just called Grace. Turns out she's fucking dead, bro. Sorry, my man."
Why the fuck am I supposed to give a fuck about any old lady?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we mean by not having kids, is you end up in a retirement home where gay men
come
or
and
just
paint your
black women come and steal from you.
Well, he was acting like it was like such an achievement to like an old person laughs. Like, dude, she's probably seen how you like dangle a string in front of her and she's like, you know.
Grace isn't all there, if you know what we mean.
$5 from Lady Gaga, who says, "Not all of us in the chat are anti-gay. I only hate people for their race and religion." $5 from, man, we got a lot to go through. $5 from Florbo Sagbag, who says, "Being a priest or gamer isn't a choice like being gay or black." $3 from Anonymous, who says, "Fuck Dan Crenshaw and fuck the troops." Shout out. Zero Ultra. Shout out to Zero Ultra, my boy. Donated $6.90. It says, "Now crafting the Lionheart helm on Herod server. Please send tell." Yeah, do that. $5 from Parker Maverick, who says, "Lowest black cock unemployment." Quote, Lady MAGA. $1 is Anonymous. "Wait a minute, did Pat Little rebrand as Lady MAGA? The troops are gay." And that was the last one. Man, this show was horrible. Like, I didn't, you know, like, we were emailing back and forth, like, trying to get this set up and everything, and I'm trying, you know, I don't like to straight up just ambush people, you know, that's not what we do. I don't like to ambush anybody. I like to be pretty upfront with people and be like, look, you know, we're gonna disagree, and I want to talk about it. And I think we did pretty well on that, except for towards the end. I just couldn't hold it anymore, and I just kept fucking interrupting them and calling them a fag. But it was really hard for me to try to play a fucking poker face like halfway through with your guys' donations. Like, I was trying my damnedest. I texted Shawn like in the middle. I was like, "Bro, I'm losing it. I can't fucking keep it together anymore." It was so bad. Why do we do this to ourselves?
I don't know. Certainly, I shouldn't have to go to work after this.
You'd think so. You'd think so.
In a sane world.
In a just world.
That's right.
We should get paid a lot more for this. But I hope it was fucking worth it. That's all I can say. I mean, I legitimately just, I feel like mentally drained. Like, I'm not kidding, dude. Whenever he was like, "I'm going to describe to you what gay people do, and it's not just sodomy," I was like, "Nope. Ain't doing that. Ain't listening to that shit. Not doing it."
I'm stepping out.
Dude, I had to. I took the head, and then he's like, getting mad. He took his headphones off because he doesn't want to hear how I poop in my boyfriend's shithole or whatever. It's like, no, I don't want to hear it, dude. I don't want to hear it.
I just like the idea of him thinking he's a conservative and like, yeah, his life is so hard because he's gay, and it's just like, dude, like, you know you have more power than us because you're gay.
Well, no, it was funny because, like, first he's talking about how oppressed gay people are and everything, and then like literally within the same sentence, he's like, "You want us in your movement because we're rich and powerful and we own everything."
Nope. Just like the Jews, huh?
Yeah.
Curious.
I thought it was, dude, whenever I told him I'm Jewish, I think he was like, like he didn't know how to fucking take it. Which is fine. I'm not Jewish, by the way. It was a joke. It was a bit. I swear to God, next week, Lady MAGA is going to be in a dude, we were doing the show prep, like, before the show, and he came in, and he was talking about the fucking dancing and the Israeli guys, and me and Shawn just fucking lost it. Fucking lost it. He was like, it was like out of nowhere, because we were talking about, he's like, "Yeah, it's been a crazy week with all these grapers." He's like, "I did happen to Google dancing Israelis," and as soon as he said it, we just lost our shit. And I'm so glad you made him say it on the air.
Well, I was like, there's no way. People aren't hearing about Lady MAGA Googling dancing Israelis.
I was like, bro, this is too much. Like, I literally, when he said that, I was like, we're fucking living in a simulation, dude.
We are. I'm dead. Yeah. I'm in a coma.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it. We gotta talk about what else happened this fucking week, man. We got named by Ben Shapiro.
We did get named by Ben Shapiro.
Like
straight up, the irony bros got named. This is our Hillary Clinton moment.
Yeah.
This is our Hillary Clinton Pepe moment.
I'd like to think that somewhere out there, Ben Shapiro.
That guy's like, oh, well, you're not going to leave anything else behind? I'm like, I hope not. I don't want to be remembered for this.
Yeah, he was like, you're not going to leave your YouTube channel is affecting people. I'm like, I fucking hope not, dude. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, if
we're affecting people, you're literally going to be hanged in the street. It's going to be so bad for you.
I didn't say that, but, you know. But, yeah, Ben Shapiro, like, I felt weird getting named by a Jew. Did that feel weird to you?
Opposite day.
Yeah, I was like, so this is what it feels like.
Damn, this sucked.
It's just been a crazy week with all this shit. Like,
well, yeah, and then Ben Shapiro was talking about the Cookie Monster question.
I know.
Which I couldn't help but feel it was like Charles reading it. It was like 6 million? Nah, I don't know. Doesn't add up to me. Nah, 6 million? No, it couldn't be. Like, I've seen this. I've
seen this bit before, yeah. Oh man, what a fucking week! I've had a hell week, so this was just like the perfect cap to the hellish nightmare that's been my week anyway. Like, and I've been dreading it all week, dude. Like, I've been thinking about it every day. I was like fucking Monday morning, I'm starting my new job, and I'm like,
damn,
I've got to talk to a tranny on Friday after I get off work for my first week of work. This fucking sucks.
That's again.
Yeah, everyone else is like, TGIF, I'm gonna go out and have some beers and have a good time. And I'm like, I'm gonna talk to a fucking cross-dressed freak for little to no money.
Of course he's a Mormon, too.
Oh, dude, yeah. It was so funny. I wish you guys could have been there, because like in the pre-show, Sean's just like, I just gotta ask a question. Are you Mormon by chance? And he's like, yeah, how did you know? And she was like, oh, just your face. You have a Mormon face. I was like... I was crying. I was like, dude, I'm not kidding. It was like, my face hurts from just trying to like hold my, like keep a poker face the whole fucking time. Because I was just like, I'm gonna fucking laugh. Just fucking let it out. I can't. I would just pull a lot of these, you know, and just try to like block my face, you know.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, it's just me trying to like fucking not laugh. I was just like giving him the old Picard face palm, but just real discreet. That's how I keep my poker face. I'm just like, yeah. I'm not laughing. It was horrible, man. What a nightmare. I wonder if I got any angry emails from Lady MAGA. Let's check. You guys are repulsive. Nigga, you take a dick in your butt. Shut up. Talking about us being disgusting. Shut up. I liked how he like admitted that he was like a gay incel too. You guys catch it too? He's a gay incel. Maybe the first of his kind.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him.
He's just
Well, it was so fun. Like every time we'd bring up like a statistic or whatever that's like easily researchable. That's not true, and I'm like,
okay, yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, that's an actual statistic, but go off, Chief. Dude, this Clown World. That's the only thing.
On clock,
dude. Hang on. That's all I can think of. I don't even want to do the show anymore. Like I'm so.
Oh yeah, this is it. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys need anything else? I mean, we just gave you. We gave you all that. You're not donating any more money because the trainee's not on. Or I'm sorry. Crossdresser. I don't want to misgender Squint's Lady MAGA. My greatest feat is going to be getting a drag queen to read Culture Critique. That's what I'm going to be remembered for.
From Googling dancing Israelis to culture critique.
The Lady MAGA story.
A West Side Story.
No, I want to go play Death Stranding. We got $6.90 from Groiperwave, who says, that was hilarious. Thanks for subjecting yourselves to that, boys. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Shout out to the Daily Groiper. Dude, I want to, hang on, before we go, I gotta address the Groipers.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not kidding. Shut the fuck up. Like, holy shit. Y'all are, like, I've seen all these fucking, not all of them, it's just some of them. So there's two types of Groipers, okay?
Yeah, the baby talk ones.
Yeah.
And then that one.
And then
other ones.
And then the cum Groipers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Everyone knows I used to be anti-Groiper. And that's when you guys were like, ew, cozy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you fuckers are boomer Reddit tier fags. Shut the fuck up, you're gay. And then cum Groiper came along. And then Groipers became based.
Yeah. Real Groipers rape bitches.
Yeah.
Never forget how this started.
Yeah. And so all these fucking Groipers like, Nick's appropriating Groiper. Nick's trying to take credit for Groiper. Crying about fucking credit over a fucking internet meme that you didn't even make up anyway. No one can point to it. It's a fucking internet meme. Shut the fuck up and just enjoy it. Here's the thing. Maybe if your content wasn't shit, people would fucking recognize you for it. But it's shit. That's why you're a fucking boomer tier Reddit fucking Groiper. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and just burn another bridge here. I'm just burning bridges tonight. Baked Alaska, stop telling people that they're going to hell. You've been a Christian for a total of squints like 2 months now. Okay? You were on a stream fucking 4 months ago fucking with your pillhead fucking girlfriend smoking weed on the porch with a bunch of fucking sodomites. So maybe you shouldn't be the fucking person telling atheists that they're going to hell. Shut the fuck up. Okay? You're being a real fucking cringe lord. Okay? Shut the fuck up. I'm not and before you get all in your fucking feelings, Baked, Beardson disavowed me. He made a joke about me. I don't hate you. But just shut the fuck up about that shit because you're acting like a fucking dumbass bitch. Okay? You're not the fuck. No offense, Baked, but you're not the fucking symbol of piousness that you fucking think you are. And just because you fucking got into Catholicism over a fucking internet meme 2 months ago doesn't mean that you get to fucking run around telling people that they're going to hell, okay? Okay, big guy? So cool it on that. It's a little tough love Beardson here. That's all this is. So don't get all in your fucking feelings about it. I'm just saying. Be cool. That's all I'm saying. Alright? You don't have the authority to tell people they're going to hell when they can fucking Ashton Birdie Baked Alaska and see fucking you smoking weed and fucking being like, yeah, my girlfriend's gonna kill herself. I don't give a shit. Let's go to fucking Taco John's, bro. I mean, granted, that part was based. But definitely not like a very good symbol of piousness to tell people that they're going to hell. So, cool it on that. Alright? Still love you. You're a good guy. But fucking cool it on that. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I got nothing else. That was my tough love. I'm just pissy. I've had a shit week. Okay? Had to talk to a fucking tranny for an hour and a half.
Takes a lot out of you.
Dude, I'm drained. I'm fucking drained.
I'm just hungry. Oh, the Spencer leak thing.
Oh, we didn't talk about the fucking Spencer leak.
God.
We have to keep going. No. Honestly.
Of course. What else do you want us to say? Yeah. We told you.
Yeah. Honestly, this might be a little bit of a controversial take. But the Spencer leak would it, like that speech, like if you were just look at the transcript of it, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty based. And then you hear his fucking voice cracking like a whiny little bitch, and he's like cry screaming like, they can't do this to me. His fucking voice is all cracking and shit. Yeah, of course, he's a gay little bitch. Fuck Richard Spencer. We told you. I mean, what else do you need to know? But it is an absolutely fucking hilarious clip. And
it's funny.
Yeah, I got a really good kick out of it. What else? What else? What else? Get it out. Get it out. Cause I'm in this fucking shit in 30 seconds. Okay? I'm about to start being like a Chinese guy inadvertently because my eyes are just so heavy and weary from the world right now. Keep streaming, nerd. Fucking pay me then, bitch. How about that? Pay me. What about the jewels? Oh, Trump fucking... Fuck Trump. Give me my fucking jewel pods, you stupid bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. Mint's gone.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck are they doing? We're gonna have to find something else. Somebody said there's another vape that's like a one-time use thing that like the creators of Juul went to go make.
May have to look into that. I know they have like those like off-brand like the fuses or whatever.
Yeah.
I may look into getting one of those. Which sucks ass because like I've got a good stock of Juul, you know. I might just be the fucking cuck bitch here and try the menthol out because it's not that bad, but it's not great. Here's what I don't understand what they don't do is I would just switch the flavors out of the menthol and the mint.
Yeah.
Just switch the fucking names.
Yeah.
This is our version of menthol, you know? That's what I would do. Because mint's obviously more popular. It's like their most popular fucking one. So I'd just be like, oh, we've rebranded our menthol flavor now.
Yeah.
And it's just mint.
All new.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Yeah.
They should have hired us for marketing long ago.
Yeah. They should have never turned down that fucking deal for the weekly. We almost got them.
That was the culture war.
We almost got them.
Slipped through our fingers.
And instead, I just got 10 free fucking packs of Juul from them. But still, $3.33 from Vape Scientist. He says, look up the STLTH, which all but replaced Juul in Canada. Also, Canada has all the good Juul pods left. Maybe that's what we need to do. We just fucking need to move to Canada.
That could be it.
Fucking... Dude, I'm gonna have to fucking get on like Silk Road to order Juul pods.
Yeah.
Buying fucking crypto. I mean, fucking mango.
All right, we calling this because I gotta go potty.
Yeah, we're calling it. Y'all, fuck y'all.
This job sucks because I can't get paid to shit.
Yeah, this job sucks because we have to fucking talk to trannies.
It's also not in my contract.
Well, that was the first and last one we'll ever have, ever. I'm never doing this again. This was miserable.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Fuck you. Fuck you for making me do this. It's all your fault.